Is the Google Pixel 6a worth buying in 2024? Well, in this video, we're going to find out. What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin here, and this is the Google Pixel 6a. Now, this device was originally launched in July of 2022, so at this point the phone has been out for quite a while, but I wanted to make this video kind of looking back on it to see if it's still a worthy option. And this phone is still being sold brand new at quite a few different places, and especially at some different prepaid carriers, and it is being offered at a pretty generous discount as well, so I have a feeling that a lot of people are still buying this device at this point. Now, I am part of Team Pixel, and this phone is a gift from Google, but all opinions expressed in this video are completely my own. The Pixel 6a was originally launched with Android 12, but this phone has since been updated to Android 13 and then Android 14. So I have updated it to Android 14, and I also ran a fresh Geekbench 6 benchmark test. So I'll show you the scores I got right now. So you can see right here, I got a single core score of 1477 and a multi-core score of 3588. So what I recommend doing is running this test in your current phone and then compare your scores to these scores to see how the Pixel 6a measures up to your current device. Now, this phone is running Google's Tensor processor, the first generation of that processor, along with 6 GB of RAM. So overall, that's actually a pretty solid configuration, and you should expect to get pretty good performance into the long term with this device, especially considering that it is being sold right now as a more affordable smartphone. It's not like anyone's going to be paying $500 for this phone as of today. I just checked the most up-to-date pricing for this device, and on Google's online store, you can actually get this phone for just $349. And then over at Straight Talk Wireless, this phone's being offered at $299. So again, like I said, discounts are being offered all over the place for this device, and especially if you get it at a carrier, you're going to be saving the most amount of money possible. So it's really like a budget phone with flagship features. And one of those nice features that it has is 5G connectivity. So it is cool that you will be able to use your carrier's latest and greatest network with this device. Now with the Pixel 6a, we are getting a 6.1-inch display, which is pretty large, and we're getting an OLED display with this phone. However, the phone is limited at a 60 Hz refresh rate, which is a bit disappointing. That being said though, I know most people can live with 60 Hz, and it's really not a problem for a lot of people out there. Now on a more positive note, this display is 1080p, and it's super crisp and clear, and we're getting a PPI of 429, a 20:9 aspect ratio, so a more narrow but taller form factor, and we're getting an 83% screen to body ratio. So pretty small bezels all throughout here as well with the 6a. Now up top here, we do have a hole punch of the front-facing camera, and that front camera is 8 megapixels. Now with this device, we're getting 128 gigabytes of storage, but no microSD card expansion, so keep that in mind, but I do feel like 128 gigs is a pretty generous amount of storage that we're getting here with the phone. Now there's no wireless charging with the Pixel 6a, which is a bit of a disappointment, but at the same time, not really something I expect to find with a phone in this segment. And then with this device, we are getting a fingerprint sensor in the display, and it is nice and fast and accurate. There is no face unlock though with the Pixel 6a, so keep that in mind. Now in addition to that 8 megapixel front-facing camera, we are getting a dual camera setup with a 12.2 megapixel main camera and a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. Now here's how things look on the camera app with the device. This is with the main rear camera right now. Then from here we can switch over to the ultra wide angle camera, where we can fit a bit more content into a single frame here. We can also then head over to portrait mode and get those nice blurred out backgrounds that I know that a lot of people are a big fan of. And then with this device, there's also, of course, video recording. And video maxes out at 4K at 60 FPS with the rear camera, and then 1080p for the front-facing camera. The phone also allows us, of course, to take selfies, but you have an option of either the standard selfie mode or it can crop out a little bit for a group selfie. And then there is portrait mode for the front-facing camera as well. And then with this device, we're getting a 4,410 mAh internal battery, along with 18-watt fast charging. So 18-watt fast charging isn't necessarily that fast, but I suppose it could be worse. Now with this device, we are getting NFC, so if you do like to use your phone for tap and pay using services such as Google Pay, then you can do that here with this phone, which is great. Now taking a closer look at the rest of the design of the device, I already talked quite a bit about the front panel here, but you can see, of course, we have very small bezels. On the left side, there's just the slot for the SIM card. On the right side, we have the power button, volume up and volume down. Then up top here, we have the noise canceling microphone. And then on the bottom of the device, we have the speaker, microphone, and USB-C port for charging and data transfer. I really like this color configuration as well. I think it looks really cool. But we have the camera module right here with the dual cameras and flash. and then we have the Google logo right there. Another thing about the cameras too that I'd like to remind you about is that since this is a Pixel device, we're actually getting top-notch cameras in this phone. So you should expect to get almost flagship level photo and video quality from this device, despite it actually being a lower end mid-range phone, and despite it being launched about a year and a half ago. So you're getting really good cameras with this device, you're getting impressive performance for the price as well with the Tensor processor, you're also getting a lot more software updates directly from Google into the future. So this is definitely still a phone that I will recommend to people as time goes on. I feel like it's going to continue to be a timeless device in the sense that it's going to age really well, as it already has aged well, and it still offers pretty much all the core features that you'd expect to find from a modern smartphone. But I hope you enjoyed this video on the Google Pixel 6a in 2024. But thanks again for watching. This is Kevin here, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and have a great rest of your day.